our response to put an end to their presence in the region. If they would like to have a coexistence with Iran, the rule of engagement is different. They don't want to be in coexistence with Iran, so this is what they get.
So are these I'm talking of these as tactics. Are these tactics not likely to push these countries into a deeper security integration with the US and Israel? I'm talking of pure tactics. And aren't you creating the very encirclement which you desire to fight?
I think that, you heard, and you are hearing what many of our neighbors are telling, and, our president was said. This war is war for the region. Everybody knows, from Saudi Arabia to Oman, that this is Israel's war. They dragged Americans into this war because they do have this delusion of greater Israel. And they know that this war is to stop Israelis from their delusion. They are upset. They are very much concerned about what is happening. We do understand. I'm very much, trying, and we are very much trying to avoid the spilling over to other areas. And we do our best to do that. And I'm sure that you are hearing false flag operation by Mossad and by Israelis to attack refineries, to attack even Cyprus. And that Prime Minister of UK said that it was not originating from Iran. And Tucker Carlson on the other side said that two or multiple Mossad groups was captured in Saudi Arabia and Qatar trying to do false flag operation in those countries. So while we don't have any intention and we are trying to avoid the spilling over to other areas, and while I do understand why our friends in the region are so upset about that, but this is an existential war, and this is a war for everybody. When they assassinate head of another state, just imagine that you have a relation with Pakistan, sometimes up and down, or Azerbaijan and Armenia, or other countries with each other. So head of a state should be targeted when there are problems between countries. This is unprecedented, and it is the new norm. Then it is very, very much, dangerous. So this war is the war for the international law. This defense, this right, exercising self-defense is for the region, and for the region to be free from this use of naked force against other countries.
So the conflict, besides having gone in the Gulf, you see what we are seeing is possibly the closure of the Straits of Hormuz. That shipping has been affected, supplies have been affected. Qatar has been forced to shut down its gas supplies everywhere else. So and declared force majeure. So there are fundamental problems in the flow of energy supplies, not just to say, the US or to Israel. These supplies are getting affected all over the world. Why has the Straits of Hormuz been closed, if it has?
It has not been closed by us, not now. If we close it, we are going to announce it. All the declaration which has been made by Iran is very precise, very honest, and very straightforward. We have not yet closed the Strait of Hormuz. Those insurance companies that they have stopped insuring, vessels and tankers, is the main cause of no tankers going through the Strait of Hormuz. Yet we have said that no vessel, no tankers by U.S. or Israeli flag, or those who have been helping them, cannot go through the Strait of Hormuz. We are on the record that we have not closed the Strait of Hormuz, and we have no intention to do that until further notice. If we do that, we are going to announce that, and we are going to do that responsibly. We are anchor of stability. We are anchor of stability in the Strait of Hormuz because we are actually there, and we are also using that. So this is not our policy. This is not yet our decision, and we are very much open to share if this change with everybody.
What about the attacks on tankers which are taking place?
I think that many of them are. One or two incidents happened. One was with the flag that was one of those flags that was not permitted to go through. The other one was false flag. We are investigating. We told everybody. The Aramco, was false flag. The Cyprus was false flag, and these sort of things were false flag, and they know that because we shared all the information with those who were actually asking us.
Whichever way we look at it, whether from the perspective of the Gulf or the perspective of Iran, are you seeing a fundamental geopolitical realignment taking place in the Gulf area? And what What is your end game? What do you see the future geopolitical alignment take shape?
There are two parallel but two totally different, passes which is going on. The one belongs to the Israeli regime, which is exercising maximum edge over other countries, in which that greater Israel is happening, and you see that, and they would like to, and Americans have joined them actually in their policy of changing the political structure of Iran. By the way, you have to know that President Trump is asking for change in the leadership of Iran, and he says that I have to have voice on that, while he cannot appoint even the mayor of New York. Can you imagine this colonial approach, that he would like to see democracy at home, but he would like to topple down a democratically elected president of Iran and assassinating other countries? So this is the path that they are going, and this is the heroic, resistance that we are doing. And the other path is inclusion. Maybe you need to know a piece of information that you didn't know. Parallel to our discussion and negotiation in Geneva with the United States, by which they were just attending with Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, and no expert on nuclear, nuanced, complicated issue. And you have to ask why, when you are going to talk about such a nuanced issue, why they are coming with two and staying 1, 2, or 3 hours, at most 7 hours. But anyway, they were a parallel, path which was between Iran, Oman, Qatar, and the other countries in the Persian Gulf, to have an inclusive dialogue happening at the same time. The second one was not announced, but now I am revealing that. And Americans and Israelis just spoiled that. And we do believe that Israelis, because they knew it is happening, they rushed into dragging everybody into this war. Our friends in Oman knows that, and our friends in the GCC knows that, and we are very much sorry. The moment this atrocity stops, I think that this is the moment for the region to move on to a new security and inclusive arrangement.
My final question, we're running out of time, so my last question to you is, there are significant costs which are actually falling on Iran as a result of this war. Ultimately, there has to be a way out of this. Now, is there any way that diplomacy can have a chance again? And what are the conditions which would make a return to negotiations again possible in this? Who could play a role?
We don't have any strategy or goal in this, in this war. We are just resisting.
Give us some hope.
I will. We are just resisting. The other side has started an act of aggression against us. So the ball is in the room of who has started the aggression. If they stop today the aggression, we are defending. We are not on offense. So it is very much quite clear if they want to stop this atrocity today, those who have started the attack, they can do that. We genuinely, we are Iran, we are Persia, we are country of chessmate, and you know that. You are also. Indo-Persian civilization is which we are which we share with each other. We are not in American football mentality. We are in chess mentality. So this is what we are doing. They are trying to bullying everybody and just trying spoiling. I think diplomacy down the road is the only option that each country has. I really doubt this administration understands the geniality and also the essence of diplomacy and dialogue and compromise, which means give and take and not dictation.